There are moments in life when everything falls apart. When prayers go unanswered.
When silence filou dédenop. When you wonder.
Where is God in all of this? If you've ever felt that, you're not alone. In fact, Jesus knows exactly how that feels.
2.
He wasn't born into comfort. He was born into chaos, under a sky filled with fear, in a land ruled by oppression. From the start, his life was under threat. He knew what it was to run, to be misunderstood, to be rejected. Not just by strangers, but by his own people.
3.
Jesus didn't avoid pain. He walked straight into it. He knew hunger. He knew betrayal. He cried at the graves of friends. He felt abandoned, even by those he loved most. He didn't live in a palace. He walked with the broken, the forgotten, the ashamed.
4. There's a moment in a garden, the night before the cross.
Jesus falls to his knees. He's overwhelmed with sorrow. He cries out to God, "If there's any other way, let this cup pass from me." That wasn't weakness. That was honesty. That was raw, human pain.
5.
And yet, he didn't walk away. He chose the cross. Not because he had to, but because love doesn't quit when things get hard. He was beaten, mocked, nailed to wood, and still he said, "Father, forgive them." That's who Jesus is. That's what love looks like.
6.
But the story doesn't end in death. Because 3 days later, the stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. Death didn't win. Darkness didn't win. Pain didn't win. Love won. And it still does.
7.
So what does that mean for you, right now, in your pain, in your mess, in your doubt? It means this.
You are not too far gone. You are not forgotten.
You are not unloved. Because the same Jesus who defeated death is still fighting for your heart. He doesn't need you to be perfect. He doesn't ask you to have it all together. He meets you where you are, in your weakness, in your failure, in your questions. He sits with you in the silence. He holds your hand in the storm. And when everyone else walks out, he stays.
9.
Maybe you've tried to fix yourself. Maybe you've chased peace in people, in pleasure, in performance, and still come up empty. Hear this. Jesus doesn't offer escape. He offers redemption. He doesn't remove all pain, but he gives it purpose.
10.
This isn't just a religion.
This is real. This is Jésus.
the God who became man, the King who served, the Savior who suffered,
the love that never stops chasing you. Ose. So when life breaks you, when you're too tired to pretend, when you've run out of strength, fall into the arms of the one who knows suffering. Fall into grace. Fall into Jésus.
He's not done with your story. In fact, this might just be the beginning.
12. Call to action.
If your heart is stirring right now, don't ignore it.
Maybe this is your moment. To turn around. To come home.
To finally believe that you are loved beyond measure. Not because of who you are, but because of who He is. Jesus.